Cinderella frontman Tom Keifer says that he was not prepared for last year's passing of the band's guitarist, JEFFLABAR. Jeff was found dead by his wife Debonique Salazar Labar on July 14, 2021, inside his apartment in Nashville. He was 58 years old. During an appearance on SiriusXM's Trunk Nation with EDDIETRUNK, Keifer discussed Jeff's passing for the first time, saying,
"Yeah, he was amazing, and not just what he contributed to the music, but I just have, Jeff had such a great sense of humor, and some of my favorite memories with Jeff are just kind of cutting up together on the bus, and we were both big movie fans and could quote pretty much all of our favorite movies, and we'd sit in the front lounge and quote Arthur and The Big Lebowski and Caddyshack, and he was just a really passionate, really fun guy to be around, and obviously an amazing performer who was a huge part of Cinderella. And it's just like I said, you're never ready for that, and everyone is really, honestly, I'm in touch with Eric and Fred regularly, everybody close to him, and it's we're still trying to process it. We really are.
Yeah, and as you said, not prepared for it. You could imagine what Dave Grohl's going through right now with Taylor Hawkins. It's talk about not being prepared and not seeing something like that coming, and it's horrible when we have to deal with this stuff and address it and talk about it. It's just very, very difficult. But there was a lot of love for Jeff, and when he passed, I felt that certainly from my audience as well.
Yeah, that's all I saw online was really, really positive. Because he projected that. He was a good soul.
Yeah, and the last thing,
a good friend to me. He was, obviously there. When you're in the band, you try to hold each other up, and there was things. Anything that Jeff was ever going through in his life, I would try to have his back on, and he did the same for me. And especially when I had my voice challenges, he was really supportive. There was a point where I was just at an all-time low before I met Ron Anderson, and I was so self-conscious about my voice that I didn't want anyone in the rehearsal room when I was trying to work through it. And I asked Jeff if he would just come in and play guitar and let me sing, because I couldn't. It was so much brain power just trying to work through the vocal issues that I couldn't even play the guitar and sing at the same time. And he came every day. It was just me and him, and he just played the guitar, and I sang the songs. And he heard a lot of really bad things come out of my mouth, and he would just always look at me and say, "You're doing great." So. Yeah. And I always tried to return and have his back on. He had his challenges too. So we had a good relationship. We really did, and I loved him. I know in my heart he loved me, and in the end, that's what is most important. So, and I have great memories of him, and they're forever in my heart, and I, cherished them.
Thank you for tuning in, and please hit that like button, it's appreciated. Make sure that you subscribe for more rock-related content.